Mr. Chairman, to my friend from Massachusetts, I have spent countless hours in emergency rooms, and there is a hidden tax, as you suggest, but also your solution in expanding Medicaid coverage is also a hidden tax, and it's basically an unsustainable situation. We can do better. Mr. Goolsbee, my medical career spanned 1978 through 2003, and to put it in perspective for you, in medical school, I saw the first drug to treat peptic ulcer disease, which radically changed not only the quality of care for folks, but the cost of care. And since then, of course, we've seen all kinds of developments in pharmaceuticals and medical devices that have given patients more than just a hope and a prayer. I remember dealing with heart attack patients, giving them an aspirin and a first-generation beta blocker, and now in my career, we did complex open heart surgery using all kinds of assist devices and things that have saved lives, improved the quality of life. I can go on and on about all the problems with cost, coverage, quality, and so forth, but I want to focus on one particular issue. Last night, the President talked about innovation, research and development, American competitiveness. And one area where we have stood out as a country is in our development of medical devices and pharmaceuticals. We are first and foremost in the world on this, and we stand to lose that competitiveness, partly as a result of what's being proposed here. The innovation tax, a 2.3% tax on medical devices. Now, why is this not only a danger for innovation, it's also a danger to job growth and could potentially lead to significant job loss. Let me just point out a couple of statistics. 62% of the companies, 62% that develop these devices, that do the research and development, are very small businesses. 62% have less than 20 employees. Only 2% have greater than 500 employees. These are small and mid-sized firms that really take on the responsibility of creating that innovation and research and development. So my question is, will this tax on innovation run contrary to the President's plan to expand research and development? Secondly, will it hurt job growth along with innovation? And thirdly, how do you reconcile this with, on one hand, the President wants to extend the R&D tax credit, and on the other hand, wants to impose a new innovation tax? This is just very inconsistent. So, and then finally, as we look at tax reform in the big picture, and the President's talked about fundamental tax reform, cleaning it up, simplifying it. If you look at this bill, this law, it has added significant complexity to the tax code, way beyond where we were just a year ago. And so I would like you to address those 3 points.
Okay, Congressman, well, first let me thank you for your service to the country as a medical professional as well as a doctor. We need more people in the medical profession with a commitment like that. I would say on the issue of medical devices, the area of innovation, medical innovations particularly, are critically important both for our health and for our industrial base. In this case, the medical devices fee is being offset to some considerable degree by the fact that there will be an expansion in the demand for those devices by the fact that we're having 35 million plus new customers.
But sir, that's debatable because a lot of these patients are getting that care. It's just not being compensated for. I can tell you, I've operated on patients complex open heart surgery and never saw a penny.
For the advanced devices?
Advanced devices as well, yes.
Look, this is an area, if there are areas that have a negative impact on innovation, we should examine those. Now, it had been our data that we first came to the table with. The suggestion was that the increased demand for the medical devices would be, in some sense, far in excess of what impact the charge on the medical devices would be, but we are open to looking at
You
that.
really need to look back at that assumption.
On R&D tax credit and medical
quickly,
innovation,
please.
that's an area the President's put as much or more dedicated as much or more resources to medical research as anyone ever has before.
All right, thank you.